Why, hello, Perry the Platypus. It is I, Dr. Doofenshmirtz. And today, I shall show you my Doominator. I'm not doing the voice for the whole thing, but yeah. Today we have the review of the Nerf Zombiestrike Doominator. I like that a lot of these blasters just are like Dr. Doofenshmirtz kind of names. The Voltanator. Wasn't there another one that had that kind of name? No, I think that was just like two of them. Anyway. So yeah, I've had the Doominator for a long time and I haven't reviewed it. And I left the clipboard in the living room. Okay, I am back. So yeah, the Doominator is it's a weird blaster because it's kind of like the what was that other Zombiestrike blaster called? I own one. I just don't know where to put it. I think it's called a flip fury. Ugh. Where is mine? That's a good question. I know I own one. Yeah, it's pretty much just a bigger. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, it's buried under stuff. I'm not picking that up. But yeah, it's very much a bigger version of that with this lever action kind of turn. It even has a similar like silhouette to it. Like it's just a bigger one. You know what? I'm actually gonna grab it. Expect to hear like a big crash real soon. Gotta organize everything. It's such a mess right now. It's no fault of my own though. I've just been busy. Like literally working like 7 days a week. Busy. At least it wasn't the blasters. But yeah, if you look at it, it's pretty much the same blaster. If you line them up, except this one has a really bad stock attachment, and like a bigger thing. So it is very much the same mechanism, same silhouette. Even has the same like kind of railing thing underneath it. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's just a bigger version of that, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it actually makes it pretty cool, the idea that we have bigger versions of smaller blasters with their gimmicks. But it's like it makes it a bit more kind of redundant why I have the Flip Fury versus the Doominator. And it's like, okay, well, one's a pistol, but it's an oversized pistol, so it doesn't serve that purpose of being a pistol. Especially since you can't holster it, but you can put it on somewhat on a sling attachment point. These aren't very good ones. I don't know if I did a video on this thing yet. Probably will be the next video, the next review. And this one doesn't really have. It has one, but not necessarily. So yeah, it's very pick or poison, and they have the same flaws too. That sometimes these things don't align right, so they don't fire. So yeah, but I got it for $4 at Goodwill. I think it may have been a half. No, it wasn't. They were just brand new. So yeah, I got a bunch of Zombiestrike blasters in one day. And the thing is about this is the reason why I don't have a bunch of these is always because I can never find one with the handle. So this is like the only one I found with the handle. And I will buy another one of these because I really want to paint it. I'll get to what I'm going to paint it into. Because I would like 3 of these things. 3 of these things? 3 of them things. Because I have 2 different paint jobs in mind. So, let's get on to the review. So, FPS, I forgot to do the math again. Okay, gotta do it in my head. Just bring back old grade school math. So 3 plus 3, 6, 7, 17. And that's 8, 11, 13, 15, 18, 11, 16, 2, 27, 278 divided by 5. You know, what am I doing? I'm doing this wrong. You want to get to this a lot quicker, just 57 and 6, what is it? 53 and 62, that's 5. 115 divided by 2. It's 57.5, I think. If somebody on the thing do the math, if you need it, when the averages, all you really need is the lowest one and the highest one put together, and that's pretty much what it's pretty similar to what it would get if you added them all up together. So yeah, but 57.5. Usually I just do all of them together, but I'm bad at division. I'm really bad at it. So FPS is bad, and the reason why there's only 5 of them is because it kept hitting the side of the chronograph, but the other ones were like in their 40s, so I don't even know if that was because it was hitting the side of the chronograph or whatnot. So accessories doesn't come with any. Sling attachment point, it comes with a fairly decent one. I don't know if these little holes right here are supposed to be sling attachment points. I don't think so, but I'm gonna give it a okay. It's just I think it just need one more. Comfort, this thing, comfort wise, it's like the length of it with the stock, it's fairly okay. But that stock it's the worst thing ever. I think it actually looks nice on the blaster, but it's uncomfortable. This part pokes into you. The thumb hole is too small, and I wish it just pulled out. I wish you could just either take it out completely, or it wasn't there entirely. We had an 8-inch strike attachment point, or if it slid out. I think that would have been way better. Don't have that. Like, if I was going to mod this thing, I would freaking chop off that stock. That's all I would need to mod it with, because, again, it's a Flip Fury, so I'm going to use the Flip Fury as an example. Even though it's not the most comfortable of grips because of the thing on top, it's still freaking fine. I like it this way. Just like a longer Flip Fury, I would have been perfectly fine with. So, yeah, there's that problem. The comfort. And what's neat is that you can adjust this grip and put it on different parts. So, like right here. So you can wield this blaster left-handed. Like this. So it's pretty cool that you could do. I don't count this as an accessory because it's necessary. Because you can't really grip you can use it, but it's not comfortable. So I would say comfort. That stock is just so bad. Looks. Now this is the thing why I like this blaster. It's how it looks. And why I want 3 of them. Because out of all the Zombiestrike blasters, this is the only one that I think doesn't look like a Zombiestrike blaster. I think this thing looks more sci-fi. Like, imagine this thing in the Elite 2.0 colors. I don't think any of us probably would imagine it as being a Zombieline blaster, but instead being this cool sci-fi one. Like, paint this all white, add a little bit of red trimming and all that, and there you go. Not even red, just keep all white and just keep the orange and all that. It would be like something like Starfield. Honestly, it does look like something from Starfield, which is kind of weird, considering it's very likely that all those guns in that game were AI generated. So, and even in a steampunk look, I don't think it would work as well. I honestly think like this thing looks way better with just some in all white, with just some dark gunmetal gray and the orange accents, and that's it. And even the stock, I think, like painted gunmetal gray, it would look fine, but it has that wood texture to it, so there you go. So I think it looks good. Good to be great for cosplay. Profile, no one's thinking this is a firearm, so it's good. Tactical points, all it has is that rail on top. It does its purpose. It's in the right spot, and everything is not intrusive. So I'm going to say that's okay. Rocket, it cannot use the rocket or the mega. It's a shame because I think it's actually like long enough from the rail to the stock that if it had the stock attachment point, it probably would have been really good. So internals, I don't know what this thing looks like internally. I'm gonna say it's okay. Modability, you can mod it because I've seen people cut off the freaking stock. So yeah, I'm gonna put good in modability because it just makes the blaster look better. It will just greatly improve the darn blaster. Practicality. Now, that's a good question because it holds 24 darts in it that can be hand loaded. So that's like essentially a strike for the, not a strike for the drum mag, but its FPS is so bad. That's the problem. It's very close quarters. And I think that's the idea it's supposed to be going with. It is a shotgun, so kind of weapon. So using it close quarters and all the let's assume you don't have any jamming problems with it. Then yeah, I think it is fairly practical. It's just a high ammo blaster, equivalent to that of a 25 round drum. So you can pick up the darts and load them in. And I was thinking, like, is there any other blaster with that kind of capacity? Like Nerf brand blaster. I know there are blasters that have like big drums and all that, but I don't think there is. It isn't magazine fed. And it's like, no, I don't think there really is. So yeah, so it is you do have like the alien blaster. I guess that's the closest thing. And those are all flywheel. You got the rip chain. So you do have blasters that do have like a similar ammo capacity with a similar kind of gimmick, or like they need batteries or something. But like competitively, no, it would not be practical at all. It just doesn't perform unless you change out the spring, make it perform, fix the problems with it. And absolutely. And again, it's like it's in that weird area where it's like this is not a bad idea and everything. It's just having a mag and a strife, it just, like, unmodded, probably it just gets you better results and all that stuff. It's just it's smaller as well, more compact. You can put accessories on it. This thing you can. So it's, the idea is like for like fun with kids and all that. It's pretty good blaster. Other than that, like, no, it's not practical at all. So it's okay. But I wouldn't be against, like, if picking this up in a loaner bin. Like, if this was in the loaner bin and it was the last blaster, I wouldn't be feeling bad about it. Like, if some other guy got, like, the freaking Strife or something, or a Raven, I wouldn't feel bad about getting this and all that. Especially these close quarters. If it's, like, out in the field, like, oh, yeah, absolutely, no, this is bad. Price, I got it for $4. And I say that was really good. Anything under $5 is good for this blaster, because it's a especially if you get the grip. If you get the grip, I would actually say, well, it's tied with bad and okay. It really just depends. If you get the grip, perfectly fine. Buy it for less than $10. Around $5 is best. Anything above that, now, because it's not really worth it. It takes up a lot of space and everything. It does have its problems. It's not comfortable. But $5 is like, you know what? Yeah, that's pretty good. And it's a skip novelty. And it's like, I'm going to say it's a novelty. Because it does have that cool look to it that makes it interesting. And why I want to paint it. It's just a nice shell. And I was like, okay, yeah. if you want to get into painting Nerf blasters, this is a good blaster. Well, not internally, but like it's a good looking blaster for that type of thing. All that. So, but that's really all I could say you could buy it for. Unless you want to just have all the blasters. So, it's a weird one. It's very much just like, you don't need this thing. You don't need it at all. But it's, I see that very, like, it creates that artistic, it makes me want to be artistic about it. So I could see why I bought it. And everything, and why I would recommend it. It's just like, no, you got to paint this thing. Like, this is what cavemen drew on freaking walls and everything. It's like, this is a project right here. And you're going to get it for that purpose, there you go. But other than that, it's like, I don't have to paint this for my book series whatsoever. I don't even want to paint it in like the normal color scheme I would normally paint stuff. I want to paint it in something completely different because I just want to see it in that look, and it would make for a good prop. So yeah. But other than that, just skip it. Unless you could get this thing for $1 with the handle, skip it. It's not worth it. And all that. So that's why I say it's a novelty. It's just like, there's a really good reason to get this thing, but any other reason is not good enough. So yeah. Oh, did I advertise my book? Buy my book, The Epic of Cassius Crossroads, authorhouse.com. But yeah. So sorry about this video. It's just a little bit me being in between and all this stuff, because again, I'm trying. Some blasters, I'm like, you see my bias coming out and like, yeah, buy this thing. This thing's awesome. I love this thing. And others are like, this thing is not. This one is just this is not good. It's not good, but I love it. That's the problem. It's just like, yeah, I can't recommend this blaster, but the paint job would look so beautiful. Yeah, so I hope you can understand that. But thank you all very much, ladies and gentlemen. You all have a nice day. Bye-bye.